everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. In the last part, we had stuff doing. Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce my friend here.
Master 1993.
And I'm Single Shot Gamer, you know me, you all love me, don't ya? Don't ya? Don't ya? Mommy said she loved me! Oh gosh. Best way to kill these guys is to wait for them in the plant. And when they do a downward strike, just pop up and he kills them instantaneously. By the way, I'm playing again for some reason. I thought Alan was supposed to play, but apparently he switched back to me some magical way.
It's fine with me.
But, do you not enjoy letting the world see how well you play this game?
I do enjoy it. I just like taking turns more frequently.
I warn you though, Alan, if I play, I'll probably get so into it, I'll probably play for a very long period of time. Just to let you know. It's the Al! It's been forever, Al! I missed you so much, even as repetitive and annoying as you were in Ocarina of Time. I mean, actually, the Al kinda somehow I had sympathetic feelings for him, because he was there a bunch of the game, but then he suddenly disappeared for the longest time, and then you meet him one last time at the end of the game. And he's basically saying he's for farewells and whatnot. And it actually made me think that he was a good friend, as annoying and repetitive as he was. So, yeah, I had bittersweet feelings about his character. All because of how he left the game. But he actually plays a pretty decent role in this game. He doesn't pop up everywhere just to tell you stuff. But he's kind of like someone who goes ahead of where you're going to go and tells people there about you. And he also seems to remember you, despite the fact you went back in time. So it's interesting. I mean, apparently his memories transcend time himself. Because later on, he actually acts like he met you before, yet in the terms of the game, you went back in time, you may have met him, but he actually never met you. So it's interesting like that. What we learned here is called the Song of Soaring. You remember the statue I opened up? Well, this song, you basically play it, and you can go to any rap point in the game. As I said there, you can fly to any open board statues, so, yeah. If you find a board statue, whack it with your sword, and you'll be able to go there anytime.
Like what I did earlier.
Oh yeah, like you whacked it. In fact, there was another one in the cutscene just now. Anyways, let's hop across the water here. Because hop like only Duke Scrubs can. Ugh. The water's completely contaminated with purple Kool-Aid mix. Gosh. The Fiend. Someone really likes Kool-Aid, apparently. Actually, I do recommend taking off your thing and use your shield if you just whack him with your sword. Oh, and try not to fall in the water, or else you'll probably die. Because it does take off a full heart every second. I mean, you may make it back the first time, but I doubt you'll make it back the second. So, try to avoid that. It's best to stay in human form, because it makes everything a lot simpler. And also, try to judge your jumps decently, otherwise you'll do what I did there. Oh no! Oh, I just signed my death certificate. I don't like this part because you have no efficient way to kill them. I know you can use Duke Scrub bubbles, but I just don't trust those things well enough. I mean, it's not like it's any massive inconvenience. Why did I do that? I still forgot to switch back to Duke form and just jumped in the water, headstrong. Oh gosh. I will let this set the note for the entirety of this Let's Play and how it's going to go. If it's going to go smoothly and whatnot, so, yes. If you, I think, the jump attack actually does a significant amount of damage to them if you actually can successfully perform it without dying. Well, let's let it drown this time.
Oh, actually, in the manga, he's like tracking through the swamp, and he starts getting poisoned, and the monkeys help him. That's how he comes in contact with the monkeys.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna try the bubbles this time. See if that actually works any better. Well, it would if I didn't fall and drown just then. What the? Okay, apparently it does work better. Why did I not use this? I always found it more easier to use the sword just because of how much time it takes to charge a bubble. So, forget what I said earlier and use the bubble. It works better.
Or either that, you'll drown like Brian did earlier.
And many times. Even though I only died twice. But, yeah. Kill these guys, they turn into Duke flowers, you can use to fly over here. And at this part, I recommend two things. The first thing is taking off your mask and hitting the statue. Opening up a wrap point so you can always fly to the entrance of this dungeon. Second is taking out your bottle, destroying this pot in the center, and capturing this fairy. Fairies are basically, if you die, they automatically refill all your health, so they're basically an extra life. Of course, you lose them every time you go back in time.
Yeah.
But they're pretty easy to find. In fact, there's quite a few mini wrap points, so don't ever worry about getting them. They're pretty easy to find. I mean, that just tells you how hard this game actually is. If there's fairies almost everywhere, and yet only few people are capable of beating the game.
Yeah.
That's mostly because of the unfair boss fights, but I'll get into those later. Oh, wait until we get to the third boss. Oh gosh. Remember which one that is?
Yeah.
I'm going to refer to him as Sushi.
Oh, he was easy.
If you want to know, Alan, I had a terrible time the first time I fought him.
I beat him my first try.
Well, no, it took me forever to beat him the first time. Only because I thought you had to hit him while he's in mid-air with the ice arrows. I didn't know you can actually attack him while he's in the water, but from the time we are 8 minutes in, and let's get this started. You see those are statue fairies. I'm not going to get them the first time through. I may come back doing this place solo, or I may come back with Alan here, and I'm going to show you a quick guide on how to get them all. I'll do this for every single dungeon, and I'll mark the video
and
separately.
by the way, if you're having trouble looking for them, beehives are a key hint where some of them are.
Yeah, I'll go through a bunch of tips and tricks on how to get all the fairies, and I'll reveal all the locations of them. But in fact, there's one in this box here, but yeah, I'll do that in a separate video. In fact, I'll do all the fairy hunts in a separate video, just because of how long they are, and all the way they are. So yeah. Would you call me more of the information guy?
Yeah.
I mean, I seem to know a lot of little tips and tricks and things you should do. Little places, things are hidden and whatnot. Oh look, shop. Man, that guy's life was worthless. I killed him by just spitting around.
And he turned into a stick.
There was another fairy inside that plant. See? I mean, I'm not going to collect them all. I may collect a few, just because in the first dungeon they actually really toss them at you. I mean, you just kill some things and do some things, and oh, you got a fairy.
jump into those when you're.
Yeah, if you're a human, they'll eat you, jump you up, and toss you out. So stay in a Duke scrub form. I'm sorry I interrupted you there. I'm just so. This isn't actually the first time I attempted doing an LP of this game. This is just the first time I did it with someone else. I tried it many times before, but eventually along the way, I had an instance where I had bad footage. I would have to go back and redo it all. I just didn't feel like doing that, so the LP just kind of died. I privated the videos, and I'm doing a lot of the same stuff I'm doing here. So if you like what I'm doing here, you would probably like those videos, and you would probably be disappointed by the fact that you never finished. In fact, I don't even think I got past part 6 on the one I have currently uploaded.
Yeah.
Pretty good on time. We have 10 minutes. That gives us 5 minutes remaining. So in there you get a key, and yeah, let's take it. Oh, look, a locked door. Look, I'm switching back to human form here. I also do recommend picking up a stick. It is necessary to beat this dungeon. Stick saw. Yeah, I remember Ocarina of Time, you can kill these guys in one hit with a jump attack, but in this one they seem to notice if you're anywhere close. Like that. So, they got much more of a pain to beat. What I recommend doing is transform into Duke Scrub, blowing a bubble at the back. Even the smallest bubble kills them instantly. And there's a failure in there. See what I mean when they just basically toss them at you? Oh yeah, by the way, statue failures regain all your lost health, so yeah, they can be useful for multiple reasons. Not just to sit there and look pretty, apparently. It's a nice screenshot of the real side of block. So, do you have anything to say, Alan?
Well, one thing that about this game in particular, it's not really hard. It's just kind of hard to find and complete everything.
Well, actually, I would say this game is more challenging than Ocarina of Time. That's one of the reasons I prefer this game to Ocarina of Time. But, yes, I do like this game more than Ocarina of Time. Goodness forbid.
Also, so what's with the moths?
The poison butterflies, or poison moths. As you know, moths love shiny, bright things, and they will be attracted to the fire of the stick you're holding. And since the swamp is poisonous, they're also poisonous, so watch out. Time. Yeah. Here I recommend transforming to Duke Link. I just find this the easiest way to get through this room. Turn into Duke Link and spin. Spin like you never spun before. Just continuously tap the A button and look around for these things. That way they can never catch you off guard and you're always attacking from every direction. They die in one hit, so they mostly hide near the torches, so just walk up to every torch and spin like crazy. Don't have to even spin, just walk up I mean, there's one next to every torch and one next to the pedestal, and some next to the pedestal in the middle. Once they're all dead, a chest will appear, and that means you completed the room. And we're running low on time, so I'm going to cut it off here. This is Single Shot Gamer.
An Ace Master 1993.
And see you guys in the next part.